look for stories everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But what better story for a show than showbiz itself? Watching the trailer, you might see things. You might see particular moments, events that you might relate to and draw parallels with. We'd like to maintain, of course, and we say this very humbly, that it's purely coincidental. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please brace yourselves, because I'd always wanted to say this line, and I say this today with reason. It's literally showtime. What a pleasure it was to experience the entire journey of Showtime, and for that we have to thank all our collaborators. We have to thank Gaurav Banerjee, who's in the house. Thank you for leading the way and paving the way for us. Thank you to our absolutely fantastic two filmmakers that directed this for us, both Archit and Mihir, who have been so amazing. Thank you to the creator of the show, Sumit Roy, who I've had the pleasure of working with on a film and many films at Dharma Productions and Dharmatic Entertainment. To Sumin Mishra, who's always the pillar that puts and erects this creativity together. To Apurva Mehta, my partner in crime, who's always said it's like two siblings running a production house. And as they always say, it literally takes two to tango, which goes with the way we run our enterprise. Needless to say, we are very, very honored and privileged to have this fantastic cast, all sparkling and startling artists, but also so committed to their craft. It was tough because there is something meta about this show that kind of puts you into a spot of playing a part that you might have been on in the real world, on a real film set, and to act that out is always a challenge. I'm going to come to Emraan.
A lot of explaining to do, but I kept saying to people that it was because of you and the hamper. So do you have a hamper today?
No, I mean the Showtime is your hamper, Emraan.
All right then, fair enough.
All right, so I won't make it, and we won't make it as controversial. We'll just try and make it fun. We'll try and make it fun. Just a few questions for you, and I'm sure you can handle that. I'll have to change my chashma 1 second.
I think the producer's asking this question, so I don't know how to answer this. But
you can be honest.
Barring you, this is about all the producers I work with. Not all, some of the producers. I think some producers are purely driven by the commerce in films, and I think that's a bit of a deterrent. It kind of doesn't align with my thinking, because they look at the film only as a proposal, and the people who work in the film as commodities. And me being a creative person, and by the way, I'm terrible at commerce. That's why I never became a producer. But I think I'm driven by the emotions and the passion in films. And any producer who's passionate, and you extremely passionate about their films, I think that is where I think I align with them, and I like to work with them. So that is my core concern with some producers.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. So I'm taking that as a compliment for myself while I say that. What is a bizarre rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
That I'm a good kisser.
Alright, you got your line there.
No, 1 second. And it's bizarre because I'm not good, Karan.
You're amazing.
I'm the best.
Yeah, alright, okay. Oh, alright, okay, wow. That deserves a round of applause, guys. Okay, that stumped me a bit.
Last time also, didn't it?
I get stumped a lot by you, Emraan. The one thing about most actors, the one thing that that happens the most with actors and actresses, that the most they lie about would be?
I think it would be their age.
Okay.
Some of them.
But we have access to passports, so we get all the real information.
Yeah, but that's not a question you ask.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you might get a truthful answer sometimes, but more often than not,
yes.
Probably. Yeah.
I just turned 40 myself.
I won't ask your age.
No, I'll happily tell you. All right, and lastly, which Bollywood celebrity would you call for the following? For producer question to Emraan, what is the meanest thing a director's ever said to you?
तुमसे ना हो पाएगा. I went on the set. Yeah, I went on the set and I was all ready, obviously nervous. This was back in the day, and they just walked up to me and said, "Oh, what are you doing here? I don't think you can. I don't think you're made for films."
Oh no.
What they said.
Oh, no. But here you are. So kudos to you. That deserves a round of applause as well, ladies and gentlemen. What is the one thing, if you could, you would change about our fraternity? If you had the power?
Something that I don't like, which is the biased behavior. People treat you with whatever status that you are at, and I think that's something that not only in our industry but just on a very human psychological level, we need to bring about a change. We need to treat people as they are and not for their position.
Well said. Well said. All right. If you were to get on a dating app, what would be the one line on your profile?
Okay, I'm thinking, shit. I'm the most boring.
Are you on a dating app?
Let's leave that to Miss Teresa.
All right, okay.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Swipe right if you don't want to be right, henceforth. If that makes sense.
Oh, I like that. Swipe right if you don't want to be right. Let me tell you where it comes to the most overrated thing about our industry is.
Overrated? Actually, there are lots. But I don't know if I should be talking about them right now.
Okay, we'll get back to that. We're just starting. Do you, an actor who, no, I won't ask you that because I know I won't get an answer. What is the flirtiest message you received from anyone that has made you laugh?
Nobody really flirts with me. I don't know why. Either
Why?
they become my best friends or they get really intimidated by me.
Because maybe your friends owning them all.
Yes, I think I am.
All right, okay. A rumor that you'd like to spread about yourself.
That I'm doing your next directorial.
Oh, okay. All right. Why should it be a rumor? You've done such a spectacular job in one of our 10 pole films. From Master and that we're eternally grateful to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
About Bollywood, sexist thing?
Yeah.
Really hot people.
Really hot people, I
Some
agree.
really good looking and hot people.
Yeah, that they are. You have any name in mind? See, that's where
The
people
hottest
get stuck.
actor for me, I love Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
And actress.
Well, who doesn't love Shah Rukh Khan?
Who doesn't love Shah Rukh Khan?
And we're right we're his neighbor right now.
Yeah.
I think we can feel Shah Rukh Khan's energy from Mannat coming our way.
Yeah.
Would you do a bad film if a friend asked you to do it?
I've done like a small role or a guest appearance, but a whole role, I find it really hard to lie to a friend on that level.
Yeah. Well, that's the artist in you. Then.
Yeah.
A myth about Bollywood that you would like to break.
They say it's unsafe, but it's really safe. I mean, I've had the best experiences, made the best friends and the best conversations, and I've met some lovely people. Like
All
I'm
right.
like meeting you right now.
Oh, thank you. And a rumor you'd like to spread about yourself?
That I'm doing your film?
Oh God, I'm already casting my film as I speak on this lineup. Well done, Shreya. You look gorgeous tonight. And lastly, but not leastly, the very hot Rajiv Khandelwal. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you.
What is the worst tantrum you've ever encountered with a co-star? Or has that never happened to you?
No, you never do that. Worst tantrum from a co-star. Actually, to be very honest, the kind of people that I've worked with have all been very, very professional. So I haven't really encountered. No, you would.
Now, do you see the tough time I have on my show?
No, but it's been,
like, people just don't say what they feel anymore. What happened? Like, there was so much bite on Coffee with Karan. Now, everyone's so scared of being victims of a PR nightmare.
See, I have never done any of your stuff so far, so I can very honestly say that I have never encountered anyone who's thrown tantrum on set.
You
People
haven't?
have become very professional.
Which industry are you working in?
Maybe of the panel one.
Ask me, मैं producer हूँ. हमारे tantrums रोज आते हैं हमारी तरफ.
The kind of stuff that I have done, I think I've met only very professional people.
Professional people. Well, you're very fortunate. All right. Do you have 3 actors that you think you've kind of based your actor on? 2 actors or any particular myth of an actor that you think you based your character on?
You said actors or superstars? Like there's a difference.
Superstar. Oh,
Superstar.
Oh my God. There was a very, very deep kind of meaning behind that
But
statement.
as the truth, my character is kind of inspired by superstars.
Right. Who you don't think are actors?
Come on, say it, Rajiv.
I wouldn't say that, but then no, I'm not going to say that. But what I'm going to say is that definitely there's a
Emraan is already warning you. Don't say it. Don't fall victim.
I am not saying anything. I'm just saying that yes, there is a difference between in our industry.
The writers and the directors will take the flag, man. It's okay. They've written it.
So alright, so talking about actors who have kind of inspired my character in this series, it is all there in my name. My name starts with A.
Yeah.
I can't take the names obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So A, A, superstars. Then my kid calls me in the series Alman, Papa, Alman.
Oh.
You're getting it?
Okay, got it.
So it's kind of inspired by these superstars, and not really them. I shall leave it on you guys actually, because it's the writers who wrote the character. But these are the stories that we've heard about these superstars. I do not know whether the stories are true or not, but these are the stories that are fed to us by people who have worked with them. So we just picked up whatever.
Well, I think what we've done is it's a derivative of everything that we've kind of heard about Bollywood. It's a celebration of Bollywood. And I think when you think about this country, we have so many passions, but right at top, I think are our films and our cricket. So much of the Disney+Hotstar identity for the last 9 years has been around both of this. This was amazing. And one of our most incredible creative partnerships for the last several years at Star is with Karan, and it starts with Coffee with Karan. It goes to an amazing number of films that Dharma and Star have done together, including Brahmastra, and therefore it was absolutely natural for us to think about doing a series together. And every time we have gone on Twitter, I have gone on Twitter in the last 3 years, this theme about what is so controversial about Bollywood has been center of page, right? Everyone's interested in who's working in Bollywood and why they are the right people to be doing this role or not doing this role. So I think, people like Karan and Apurva have among the most difficult jobs in the country, along with the national selectors, because nobody else, right? I mean, I take decisions to hire people in a team, but nobody else gets the incredible amount of scrutiny and pressure that they get. And I think some of it, the one thing about Karan Johar that I know, having worked with him for such a long time, is that he's a sport. He's a man who can take a joke on himself, and he's a sport. And I think when he thought of this idea, which has in many ways animated so much of the commentary in social media for such a long time, we all at Hotstar thought that could make for a... which is pretty much part of what defines me in the business. Well, I think your first question was that what have I seen the journey of the producer evolve? I'd like to take a beat to say that the producer way back when my father was producing multiple films, in many ways and sadly was not given the desired respect I think that producers should have been given. They were always kind of low on the food chain, because we depended on financiers in those days and put a lot at stake when you made a film. You needed to sell them to distributors, and there was a lot of fear and anxiety when it came to being before it was corporatized. I think it was a very tough time, and then you had to deal with actors. You were the single person, like a one soldier army on a set. I've literally seen my father at the end of an evening pack up, signing those challans, and I've seen it happen with my eyes. So I think that the producer has really evolved into being now the captain in many ways besides the director. There are two captains, I believe, of ships, a producer and a director. And in my opinion, the biggest soul and the biggest empowerment is more than them is the writer. And I'm glad we have Sumit Roy with us, because I believe writers are more important than producers and directors. But having said that, I'm glad that the evolution of the producer has come to the point where you can be center stage.
I think, when people say that Bollywood is a very bad place or it's an unfair place, I think it's a perspective of a person that is working here. If you have resilience, if you can roll with the punches, I don't think it's an unfair place. But if you don't have that, if you're not willing to put in the hard work, the hardships, the heartaches when a film releases on a Friday, because it all doesn't only come down to hard work. everyone works hard, but also there is a factor of the environment, there's a factor of luck. So you have to be able to take it on the chin. So I think it's a perspective of Bollywood more than what it is. And I always say it's a very fair place. You just have to roll with the punches and keep pushing.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. I mean, I don't have words right now to say because when I got the part also, it was, it's like any other process. जब कोई project के लिए मुझे audition हुआ and we cleared that, तो call आया या you've been selected, so we'll start the shoot and la 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 and you won't believe the same thing happened with this project too, and I was waiting for अच्छा final हो गया, okay. I think I discussed with महिमा के साथ भी I just told her, like, I put my heart out कि यार ऐसा हुआ था, and I get a little small connect that कि हाँ ऐसा हुआ था. But it's a lovely feeling when you arrive on set and you see कि it's such a professional world working with big names, Rajiv sir, Emraan sir. I was shooting a scene with them and it was in a vanity van, and in such close vicinity with people I've grown up seeing. So I'm just grateful for the moment. They are just grateful to be sitting over here, and if nothing else, I'm just looking forward to how people love the show, how people love the characters, and it's a long way to go for me. This is a big step, big leap of faith, and आगे बहुत है.
Thank you.
Take away from you. And generally आप सोचते हो ना कि I'm going to be working with this personality on set, and he's achieved so much already. Go after him, I'm going to ask him all the things that he's done. But him, without saying anything, I took that away from him. You have got to like be in the zone. Emraan sir was sitting and reading something, and that's how it is. You are in the zone, you're reading something, you're just trying to be on set, be present. And we had little conversations here and there, and when we are on the scene, it was all fire. And same with Rajiv sir also. Rajiv sir, I was so curious, nervous, everything about it. So I was shooting with Mir sir, and Mir sir told me कि Rajiv sir आने वाले, वो scene होने वाला है, अरे क्या सही perform कर रहे हैं यार वो. And I'm, like I said, we've grown up watching them, so it's a delight to be in the same room. Thank you.
You were a bit intimidated by him.
Don't you dare call me sir, please, to begin with.
Well, he grew up watching you, so you
It's
might
man.
have something to
Man.
say to him. Before sir is a little less
Fine, but
offensive.
sir just kind of, you know.
I think this is an ongoing conversation. We've just been debating on sir, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna. नहीं आएगा दिल से इमरान नहीं आएगा, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, it was definitely intimidating because of the scenes that we had. It was our first day on set. It's the first time that I'm meeting him, so I was really nervous. But yeah, I mean, as both characters, as you said, were pitted against each other, I had no choice but to probably get into my character and play my part. But one thing that I have to definitely say about Emraan sir, that he is such a secure actor. You know, scenes with him felt like we were playing chess because he was doing his bit, he was letting me do my bit, and yeah, I mean, we had such a great time shooting for those scenes. I was really nervous because we didn't get enough time to prepare. There weren't any workshops that we got to do together. So
And lines were changed very often.
and lines were changed literally like, but TV, I'll tell you on
By the minute.
Yeah, but I think television helps you on as far as this thing is concerned, because जब lines change होते थे set पे आते आते जब गर्मा गर्म script मिलती थी, so I think it was, I think it was pretty easy because television helps you with that experience. But to answer your question, I think I had a great time. I was intimidated with his aura for sure, but I think like Vishal said, when I saw actors like Emraan sir, Rajiv sir, and even Nasir sir, जब मैंने इन तीनों को देखा that they're so prepared and they know their lines and they're so, I mean obviously confidence की तो हम बात ही नहीं कर रहे, but they're so thorough with their prep. it was like, dude, I have to be on my toes and I will have to like give it my all. And just looking at them, having them around was such an incredible experience. So thank you for being such secure actors and giving us the stage.
Thank you, ma'am.
Line of fire. Well, darling, I've been in the line of fire for very many years. I'm used to it. When I'm not in the line of fire is when I worry.
He's the man who actually spills the beans all the time and gets us all the inside information. So thank
Many
you.
beans have been spilled on me also. I want to know.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm Mukherjee on your
Scripts of Garma Garam content on and on. So thank you. Wishing the best to each and everyone on stage and also each and everyone who's been behind the stage of Showtime, and all the best for the 8th of March. And with that, a photo to banta hai, and for the same, I request all of you to please join us to step forward, and I also request